Chelsea Sherrod here inside the PNC Bank Sports Corner with Zach Cox, who's out at Gillette Stadium following the Patriots practice today. Now, Zach, we're 4 days away from the real thing when the Pats face the Dolphins to kick off the regular season. The Patriots did record perfect attendance for the second consecutive practice. Overall, what were some of your main observations from today?
Yeah, Patriots do seem to be in pretty good shape health-wise going into this season opener against the Miami Dolphins. As you mentioned, perfect attendance at each of the last two practices. A notable attendee in that group has been rookie running back Ramondre Stevenson. He reportedly suffered a dislocated thumb in practice last week, but he was present at practice Monday, was present at practice today. From the distance that we were watching him, it didn't seem like he had any brace or any kind of support on that injured thumb. Maybe he did have some tape beneath his glove, but the fact that he has been able to be out there these last couple of days is certainly a positive sign for him. We'll get the Patriots' first injury report of the season this afternoon, and we'll get a better sense of their overall health once we see that. But overall, it does seem like they are in pretty good shape heading into this season opener.
Definitely. Now let's talk about Mac Jones. We haven't heard from him yet today, but we did hear some interesting things yesterday, one being that his girlfriend has been helping him learn the plays in their backyard, talk about relationship goals. What did you think of that? And did Coach Belichick speak to Mac's progression ahead of practice today?
Yeah, I think that was a pretty interesting anecdote from Mac Jones yesterday in his interview on WEI. Apparently, this is something that Mac and his girlfriend, Sophie Scott, did back when they were both at Alabama as well. Jeff Howe of The Athletic shared a story a couple months ago about when Alabama sort of shut down its football program during COVID. Mac Jones would grab his girlfriend, go to the facility late at night, and kind of run through plays and run through progressions and things like that. So definitely seems like he has some support on the home front, which is always good for an NFL player. And then, yeah, Bill Belichick wasn't in a particularly talkative mood this morning when he was discussing Mac Jones or really anything else. But he did mention that even though Mac Jones has shown the Patriots a lot of good things so far, a lot of things that they do like, it is a clear step up in competition when you go from college football to NFL football, and even from preseason NFL football to regular season football. So this will be the biggest challenge that Mac Jones has faced to date, and we'll see how he fares this weekend against Miami.
Yes, and another challenge that he will be faced with and a task that he will have is leadership. But the Patriots also announced their captains, which Mac Jones was not a part of. Who are those captains this season?
Yeah, I guess you could say maybe a slight surprise there that the starting quarterback isn't a captain, but the Patriots have never had a rookie captain under Bill Belichick, so it's not a real shock that Mac Jones is not in that group. The Patriots went basically chalk with that group. It's loaded up with all of their longest-termed veteran leaders. You've got Devin McCourty, Matthew Slater, Dante Hightower, James White, and David Andrews. Between those five, they have 30 years of combined captain experience. So even though the Patriots did bring in a lot of new faces this offseason, there is still that veteran core that's been with them now for close to a decade. And that core is heavily represented in that captain group.
Yes, thank you so much, Zach, for your insight. We'll be looking forward to seeing this core in action on Sunday. Stay locked in for all your Patriots coverage on NESN.com. PNC Bank, helping to make banking easier.